Level 20 flea market is still an uncomfortable conversation for some, even a month into the most recent wipe, and likely will be into future wipes. On the surface, it sounds simple. Reach level 20, sell items for more cash, buy your favourite loadouts. But as with all things in life and in Tarkov, there's levels to this stuff. A big part of this conversation centres around which edition of Tarkov you buy. Stick around as we compare the two most popular, Standard and Edge of Darkness, and figure out which edition is worth it for you, and why they make such a big difference in the early wipe. I'm Gaz, welcome to the channel. If you find this video helpful, leave a like and a positive comment to help this video reach more people. I really appreciate it when you do that. Subscribe and stick around for more EFT guide and opinion videos. Now, in the first version of this script, I broke down each edition down to the granular details of which guns, armour, ammo, meds, etc. you get when starting. However, in the interest of keeping things a little more concise, we'll skip this, especially as you'll likely use and lose all of this kit by your 10th raid, and a lot of people would recommend just selling all of your starting gear to vendors in order to get comfortable with building your own loadouts. With the knowledge that Edge of Darkness receives quite a few more in-game items to help you get started, let's look at the other, more important stuff. A final note before we dive in, there are two other middle editions that people rarely go for. They are the Left Behind and Prepare for Escape editions. These are slightly better than the standard editions, but not generally a go-to for most players, so we're going to be skipping those in this video. Let's compare these editions then, starting with the standard version. €35, roughly the same in US dollars, is the minimum amount you'll be spending to land yourself a copy of Escape from Tarkov. Along with access to the closed beta, you'll receive some basic starter items, a basic stash which consists of 10x28 cells for a total of 280, and the alpha container, which is a 2x2 or 4 slot secure container. You'll also start the game with 0 rep on each trader, more on that later. €110, again about the same in dollars, is the cost of the Edge of Darkness edition, which comes with a few very nice perks. As well as access to the closed beta and your basic starter items, you'll also receive a whole lot more items than the standard edition, a quote huge stash size of 10x68 cells for a total of 680, and the gamma container, which is a 3x3 or 9 slot secure container. Where the standard edition starts with 0 rep on each trader, the Edge of Darkness edition gives 0.2 rep to each trader, which is an unbelievable boost when it comes to leveling up and buying better items. You'll also receive a unique golden in-game name if that floats your boat, and arguably most importantly, free access to all subsequent DLCs that come to Escape from Tarkov, with some exceptions. Both editions of the game will allow you to play the beta right now and come with items for you to start with. The biggest draws to the more expensive Edge of Darkness edition, from a purely gameplay perspective, come in the form of a much larger stash and a 9 slot secure container versus the 4 slot secure container from the standard edition. Why are these so important? Well, it comes down to a couple of main reasons. Firstly, the money making potential. Having a larger stash means more breathing room right out of the gate. The standard edition's 280 slots sounds like a lot, but having weapons that take up 10 slots, backpacks that take up 15 slots, and a heap of other items here and there, that stash space is soon gone. This means less room for you to keep hold of more valuable in-game items to sell on the flea market when you reach level 20. This is why the 680 slots that come with the Edge of Darkness edition are so valuable. There's also the issue of storing quest items too. If you're like me, you've got spreadsheets open all the time keeping track of all the quest items and hideout upgrade materials to figure out which items you need to take out of the raid with you. Eventually, this gear starts to build up, to the point that the bottom fifth of my stash is full of items ready to turn in when I reach that quest or hideout upgrade. Sure, the Lucky Scav junk box will help with this, but you'll fill that up fast, and that's without mentioning that some items you'll need to keep won't fit in there, like the massive Pilgrim backpack. The secure container is also a huge money maker, and indeed money saver when you're in the early game. Aside from being able to throw hideout upgrade and barter items that will sell to traders for a high price even if you die, you'll also be keeping pretty much all of your meds plus an extra stack of ammo and all your keys in here for safekeeping. The 9 slot container means you can throw a medkit, hemostat, painkiller and surgery kit in here and still have 4 or 5 slots for items depending on what else you decide to bring in. It's a big advantage, and while it's not game breaking or anything, There is huge value in having a large, secure container, especially early game. A lesser thought of aspect of the Edge of Darkness edition is the bonus to trader rep straight from the word go. A standard edition account starts with 0 rep on each trader, whereas EOD starts with 0.2. This is enough of a boost to get you through most of the loyalty levels with each trader without having to worry too much about completing all of their quests, as long as you're chipping away at them as you go. Having played with an EOD account for my whole Escape from Tarkov journey, I hugely underestimated how much more difficult it is to rank up traders and take advantage of the better gear at the higher loyalty levels until I started talking to a couple of friends who play with standard accounts. Finally, and an incentive that was of great importance to me, is the access to almost all future DLCs for Escape from Tarkov when the final game launches. As it stands, we're set to receive Lighthouse at some point this year, and Streets of Tarkov in the first half of next year, and after that, every map you see on the map selection screen will come out after the full release of the game, and will be downloadable content. We have no idea how much this content will cost, but it's reassuring to know that I'll have full access to all future content for Escape from Tarkov without having to drop an extra penny on the game. The only exception to this is going to be the Arena mode. Arena will be more similar to a Call of Duty or Counter-Strike elimination game type, and quite different to the current style of EFT. The Battlestate Games devs have said that Arena will most likely be launched as a separate game that has ties to Tarkov, and will need to be purchased due to needing different servers to support this game mode. So which version of the game is best for you? The answer really depends, and the great thing is, you don't have to fully commit to a decision straight away. I personally started playing Escape from Tarkov with a standard edition account. Once it became clear to me that this game had real potential to be my main game for a long time, I quickly upgraded to the Edge of Darkness edition. The great thing about this upgrade path though, is that I only paid the difference between the standard edition and Edge of Darkness. This means that you can buy the standard version and play it for as long as you like, then if one day in the future you decide you want to invest more money into the game for some additional perks, you just pay the difference between the two versions. You could even step up through all 4 different versions of the game if money is a little tighter and you don't want to commit to the full upgrade right away. Personally, as someone who mains this game and plays it a whole lot, I'd advocate for jumping in on the standard account, making sure the game is actually for you, then pulling the trigger on Edge of Darkness, but I understand not all circumstances are the same as mine. Hopefully this guide helps some of you decide on which version of the game is right for you. If this video helped you, a like and a positive comment for the algorithm would be much appreciated. Subscribe to stick around for more Escape from Tarkov guides and opinion videos. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.